2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. Hey, my friends,
Yes.
you both played on teams that won multiple titles.
Yeah, there's 6 titles between the three of us.
I'm aware of that. What do you do down this final stretch?
Well, last-minute adjustments. Guys are coming back from injury, and you have to get them up to speed on the new nuances that your team is doing.
And you also want that home court advantage. The fans are very important. And you want to maintain the fear factor when teams play you. I want them scared, Ernie.
I want a last-minute adjustment. Could you give me a last-minute adjustment? Oh, ooh, wow, I feel like a new man.
You know what that's called?
What's that?
I'm not going to tell you.
A Shaq adjustment.
Nope.
No.
What? Chiropractic adjustment.
I'm so tired of sitting here with you.
It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. For the 76ers right now, they're focused on kicking off to a good start on the road trip here. And, of course, Karl Anthony Towns, he's still out of the lineup.
Yeah, Kevin, that deals a major blow to this team. And now the identity may have to change with him not in the lineup. Not even sure what that identity is going to be as of yet. But of all the guys to lose, he's the last one you wanted to see go down.
Impossible to replace a player of his magnitude. Certainly not with one guy. This is going to have to be a collective effort.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Guys, Joel Embiid is listed at 7 feet, but at player introductions, they say 7'2" center, Joel Embiid. Now, Brett Brown says when you stand next to him, you understand the difference between 7 feet and 7'2". He's a big man, Kevin.
He is tremendous size and skill to match, GA. Thanks. Well, squaring off Doris in the middle, a couple of very talented big men. Talk about how the center position continues to evolve in this league.
Right, gone are the days where the 5-man is just a defensive player and a rebounder, somebody who is nothing more than a rim protector. Increasingly in today's NBA, Kevin, that position is a skill position, and by that I mean the center can handle the basketball. You can run your offense through the center position, very much the way the Celtics do with Al Horford. And if you can shoot the long-range shot, you can shoot that three-point shot, that much better for your team.
And it's interesting, Doris, the way the big men now, they go out on the perimeter and they're guarding guards. They're defending guards way outside and out of the lane.
Great point, Kev. It works on both ends of the floor.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Sharge is the 4 with Embiid in the middle. Redick and Simmons are the 2 and the 3, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot. And here's Sharge. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Kicks it to Embiid. Back to Sharge. Got a piece of it. Wiggins surveying the floor, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Wiggins has got the first points of the night for the Timberwolves. Redick finds Wall. Here's Embiid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, your job as a floor leader is to keep everyone in sync and the offense humming, and John Wall doing it right there.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the evening.
One shot.
And Doris, the Wolves, a lot of promise, but how do they deliver?
I think Tom Thibodeau says it best, Kevin. It's the little things. The magic is actually in the work you put in every day. No shortcuts, no easy way out. There's a price to be paid for winning in the NBA.
Fouls contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And that sends Andrew Wiggins to the free throw line. That's on Ben Simmons. The Timberwolves shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage. His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened. I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
And Simmons kicks to Wall. Outside, Redick. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots it. And that one comes up a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's Wiggins missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Saric, right side. Shoots from the right block. It's hauled in by Bates-Diop.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
20 feet out. Basket counts.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
Wall against Rose. Now here's Wall. Guarded closer. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Over the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Nets.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job of penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Rose can't hit.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Saric, that's good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
The pass to Bates-Diop. Wiggins with it, now guarded by Simmons. Wiggins against Simmons. And it's Wiggins missing. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 1. Takes it from 10, and the 76ers tack on 2 more. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Beal, the pass to Wiggins. Over Simmons. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Now, here's Redick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Wiggins. They get it back. And Bates-Diop gets it to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Wall finds Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, a lot of Wall's passes end up on the highlight reel. He just makes it so easy for his guys to catch and finish.
And that Unleashed Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State. Clock at 6. On its way from Rose for 2. Rebound by the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. And you can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Now here's Rose. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Bates Diop. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Simmons. His first shot coming late. Here's Wall. Lays it up off the glass. Wall's got his third basket of the night right there.
That's an aspect that you like about John Wall's game. He will rebound his position.
And Beal kicks to Wiggins. Poked away, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Lowry.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Of course, we know for a few chosen individuals, the best of the best, this is the last leg now in the race for the MVP.
That is correct, Kevin. There's been a narrative that's built all season. But sometimes the way you close out a season can ultimately decide the vote because it's the last thing in the minds of the voters. You've piled up your stats. You've tried to win as many games as possible. But a finishing kick is so important in this race.
And these players know it, don't they? I mean, they say, oh, I'm not paying attention to it, but really, I mean, come on. They're human. Of course they are, right?
They're paying attention, no doubt.
The 76ers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Jones. He averages about 5 points a game. Beal deciding where to go with it. They need this. It's deflected.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Here's Beal after Ben Simmons' bucket. Passes it to Marjanovic. Shoots over Covington, and that one's good. Marjanovic has got his first bucket in this one.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
All with it, Jones covering. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now here's Beal. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Chandler against Jones. And the bank shot is good. The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Wall. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Well, he carves out the space he needs, just the finish was not good.
Wiggins. Here's Tolliver. It's good from inside.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 22-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, Kev, he was a standout on the backcourt that night and got a number of big rebounds.
And got gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, guys, we have got in the NBA.
The tireless work ethic, the passion. He's a guy the team relies on for that.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the Sixers pick up 2. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wiggins. Good on the shot. Wiggins has got 6.
Well, he's got the wide shoulders, the natural balance. Andrew Wiggins taking the hit and finishing.
Simmons passes to Chandler. Down low. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Tolliver for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Tolliver's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, it's a risky move to pull up from three-point range on the break, but it's a shot he's very comfortable with.
Johnson surveying the floor. Offensive rebound. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And a foul called on Minnesota.
Now, this is where John Wall excels to me, getting fouls while shooting the basketball.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Guys, think about the first time John Wall registered his first triple-double. Only 4 players in NBA history had registered it in fewer games than he did. Think about these names: Oscar Robertson, Connie Hawkins, Magic Johnson, and Hambone Williams. Incredible.
Second free throw, no good. And when you look at Wall, the speed, the length, the skill, Doris, this is a guy who can carry your team.
And we talk a lot about his physical attributes and how those translate to success, the blinding speed. It's the instinct to me and the competitive streak, though, guys, that makes John Wall very special.
Offensive rebound. Valanciunas. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The 76ers lead. And here's Wall. He had 13 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Well, Amir Johnson's so smart down there on the box. This guy is clever getting whatever shot he wants.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Just when it comes to filling in the rest of a roster, the pieces around your star players, what qualities you think these teams are looking for, or would you be looking for in a role player?
Well, I think one of the first things you have to think about, or what are the best attributes of my stars? So is my star a great driver creator? Then I need to put great shooters around him to enhance his driving and playmaking abilities. But the other part of a role player is you've got to be willing to do the dirty work, to sacrifice the headlines and dig in on the defensive end, to absorb the best matchup of the opponent every night. And that means sometimes you're going to get scored on 5-6 times in a row. That's how good the offensive players in the league are. So there are many qualities, but those are just a couple off the top of my head, Kev.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Sharge checked in for Chandler. Redick comes in for Smith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for John Wall.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Now, here's McConnell. His last outing, he had 8 points. It's Redick on the wing for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Bates Diop's got 4 rebounds now tonight. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And stolen by McConnell. Saric with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And Saric kicks to McConnell. Feeds to Covington. Johnson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Redick. Misses off the right iron.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Let's take a quick glance at the 2K leaderboard for the leading free throw shooters at the 2-guard position since we came out of the All-Star break. J.J. Redick, number 1.
And one of the benefits of being as fantastic at the free throw line as he is it allows him to be really aggressive at driving the lane.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Here's McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Johnson outside. Covington kicks to Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Covington. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brown wide open. He fires. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Now here's Šorić. Guarded close. It's stolen by Jones. From deep. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters, John Wall said it taught him a lot. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age, but his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
Helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
I mean, so far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Smith is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Johnson in at the 5 down low. Now here is Smith. He kicks it to Covington. Dishes it to Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Of course, at times out there, things get a little heated. Some people feel like the whistle's being blown too quickly on some of these technical fouls. What do you think?
I would actually completely disagree, Kevin. I think there are certain players who are given far too much latitude and others for whom the whistle does come too quickly. So I think it would be better and more helpful to the officials, the teams, and also the fans to understand what is and what does cross a line. Because to me, there's no consistency. There's a lot of confusion. And I think it works both ways. Sometimes too long of a leash, sometimes too short.
Excellent appraisal. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
I think there's a lot to admire about Amir Johnson, but one, his effort. And you know he's going to give you everything he has when he's on the floor.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Rose kicks to Brown. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Covington. Shot from 12. Good on the jump shot. Marjanovic has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
You know, Greg, what a luxury to have a guy with size who can make that shot.
McConnell, great pass to set up the lay-in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Okogie is guarded by Johnson. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. McConnell finds Smith. 76ers moving the ball around. Johnson, the pass to McConnell. Smith with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Brown feeling it out a bit. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Rose. Here's Chandler. No good on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, I thought too many hard shots. I don't know whether it was a question of strategy or if guys were just unwilling to work for something better.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Okogie, pocket 6.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Shot on the wing. The rebound by Marjanovic. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Okogie, covered by Smith. It's stolen by Smith. Pushing it up. Here's McConnell. And that one drops for him. McConnell's got 4 this quarter.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
And the Timberwolves call time.
I think the one constant with Tom Thibodeau is you can always hear his voice the entire game. Doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20, you will hear Tom Thibodeau on the sideline.
Here, how about the stats for Bradley Beal? His last 10 games, averaging 15 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Not his best production, and I expect him to break through and get back on track soon.
I think he's been pressing a little bit too much, Greg. He just needs to relax and let the game come to him.
And hearing Coach Tom Thibodeau, some have described his voice as part growl, part bark.
He's very intense, Kevin, and I think the one thing you know about Tom Thibodeau, he likes to say, there is a price to pay. It's all about the work you put in.
Now here's Covington. No points in the game yet for him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, physical finish by Wall, and if you're defending, you've got to get your money's worth.
John Wall, probably as pure a point guard as you're going to find in the NBA.
And go back to what his college coach told John Wall at the start of his NBA career. Your speed is lethal, and he has become a master at manipulating that speed and turning it into great shots for himself or great shots for his teammates. And what I appreciate perhaps more than anything else about John Wall, aside from his competitive streak, is his commitment to make himself a better shooter, because it's been integral to his success.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, Jones. The dish to Beal. Kicks it to Wiggins. Back to Beal. Shot clock at 6. That's at 5. Money from the wing.
Well, this is what you want, right? Bradley Beal coming off the screen with purpose.
Covington against Wiggins. Wall looking it over. And that one comes up a bit short for Minnesota. They've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Jones kicks to Beal. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Marjanovic has got 6 in the quarter.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off. The defense not doing its job there. Left him wide open, and I'm sure he's kicking himself for not cashing in.
Outside, Beal. He had dropped for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, Bradley Beal has turned himself into more than just a perimeter shooter. This guy can go off the dribble drive. He can score at the rack. That's nice.
Now here's Wall. He's got 10. Shoots over Beal, and that one goes long.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Inside, Jones. The shot comes out. Wall with some nice D. The 76ers trail by 3. To the paint, stolen away. Jones with it. Higgins outside. Pass to Beal. Four on the clock. And stolen by Simmons. It's Wall.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Beal against Covington. Beal against Covington. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 8 points.
Oh, that's a tough finish by Beal. Undaunted by the D.
Wall against Jones. And Wall kicks to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And Jones pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 3. There's the feed to Wiggins. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Minnesota shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Sharch has checked in for Chandler. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Robert Covington. That one misses. The 76ers trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
Got a piece of it.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Rose finds Valanciunas. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Redick passes to Wall. Right at the free throw line. It's hauled in by Bates Diop. Bates Diop's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Down low, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls from Šarić. Šarić nails them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Rose kicks to Wiggins. To the middle. Here's Bates Diop. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
The 76ers trail by 8. Wall. 12 points for him. Over Rose. Wall's shot is good. Wall's got 14.
I'll tell you, he is absolutely playing some basketball right now. John Wall, nothing the defense has is impeding his progress.
Now here's Beal. 8 points for him. Wiggins outside. He feeds it to Valanciunas. And Embiid with the block. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Five on the clock. Here's Wiggins.
Cooling off a bit after a nice first quarter.
It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
And it's Simmons penetrating. He can't get that one to fall. Wiggins with some nice D. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I'll tell you, if he's feeling right physically, Rose will battle you every step of the way. That's a fierce-looking drive.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
free throw drops for Rose.
Boy, what a roller coaster career it has been for Derrick Rose. One-time league MVP, now just trying to fit in with the rest of his guys. This is not an easy transition.
And Rose drops them both. And it's Wall with the ball for Philadelphia. 8-point game. 1:36 left to play here in the half. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
You know what I love? That John Wall has stated clearly he would like to be the MVP of the NBA. I've no problem with that. You want guys to be ambitious.
8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
I'll tell you, he gets into terrific post position. The entry feed is right where it needs to be.
And Beal kicks to Rose. Pass to Wiggins. For 3. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Well, still working on consistency from range, but improved shot mechanics for Andrew Wiggins.
Wall rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Now here's Rose. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Bates Diop misses. The 76ers trail by 7. Outside, Redick. Pass to Simmons. Outside, Wall. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Saric, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Saric has got 8 points. Rose kicks to Beal. Shoots over Redick. Can't nail the jump. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Minnesota on top. They're up by 5. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Here with Andrew Wiggins. Andrew, for you personally, a great first half. You really got to the rim a lot of times. What are you seeing out there?
Just a mindset to attack the rim early, try to mark my presence.
We certainly saw you in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. They asserted themselves nicely in the second quarter and now have a fairly comfortable 5-point lead here at halftime. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they had no consistency on the defensive end. Looked like they were building confidence, and then boom, turn up the volume. A series of bad plays. They're giving up way too many good looks.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
The buildings of downtown Minneapolis all lit up on this lovely evening. Welcome back, everyone, to the Twin Cities. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Well, it's his specialty. There are certain guys who can dominate a half or even an entire game by generating second chances.
They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Rose is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Bates Diop in at the 4. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. The 76ers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And that one falls for Wall. So John Wall nails both of them. Timberwolves leading by 3. The pass to Bates Diop. That one goes in. Bates Diop's got 9.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Wall against Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best you can hope for with Wall inside. Send him to the charity stripe.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
And he can't get the first one.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
Good on the second free throw. Here is Rose. Wiggins outside. Clock at 6. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And the rejection by Embiid. Redick finds Šarić. Here's Wall. Here's Simmons. Nails the baby hook. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Wiggins. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Feeds the Wall. It's good. This game is all even. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter.
Quickness, touch in the paint. John Wall looking confident.
Rose kicks to Beal. Oh, good with the triple.
You know, coming out of the break, you want a fast start. They go 1 for 5.
Bradley Beal's evolution from prospect to all-star. He's a better scorer outdoors, but also a better playmaker.
He is, Kevin, and Bradley Beal has been willing to take on more of the load on the offensive end. So not just wondering, okay, how do I get my shots, but how to involve his teammates. And his ability to improve that handle, the ability to put the ball on the deck and balance that perimeter shooting with a dribble drive makes him lethal.
Wall with the steal. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now here's Wiggins. 11 points in the game. Ball's knocked loose. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. In a moment now to see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting two men in the league. J.J. Redick is third.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
And the 76ers tack on two more.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Outside Rose. Trying to get something going. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Wiggins.
Well, right now, Andrew Wiggins understanding in the catch and shoot, they can't guard him.
Now, here's McConnell, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Second half here, we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Rose takes to Beal, the feed to Wiggins. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. He's getting around 16 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that Thunder game, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
He misses the free throw. Amir Johnson's checked in for Philadelphia. Robert Covington comes in for J.J. Redick. And he's good on the second. Timberwolves trail by 4. Now here's Rose. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Wiggins up top, defended by Covington. Shot clock at 5, and the shot is good. 16 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Boy, more points on the board for Wiggins. How about this guy? This is a memorable night.
This is it to Covington. Beal with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Rose with the ball with a tie. And he knocks down the jumper. Rose has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Well, Rose loves to get out into open space in transition. That extra space to work. Lay it in.
Smith against Wiggins. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Clock at 4. Lobbed up there for Embiid. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Timberwolves. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And the Timberwolves call time here. So both teams making some changes here.
Taking a look at some numbers for Marjanovic. His last 10 games, 14th in rebounding. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
I'll tell you, this guy does some tough work on the glass. Battles as hard as anybody for those second chance opportunities.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
What's up?
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Here's McConnell. He's got 6. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now an update on Ben Simmons from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the 76ers updated me on the situation. Told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. And, of course, that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
Here's Marjanovic. Wilson Chandler making his last shot. Here's Beal, and Chandler sends it back. Here's Jones. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Jones has got his second bucket of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now, here's Covington. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. He kicks it to Beal. Over Smith. And that one hits back iron. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, here's McConnell, defended by Jones. Here's Johnson. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Johnson's got 7 points.
I tell you, that's sheer power from Amir Johnson. Come on now. That's a difficult finish.
Outside, Beal over Smith. That doesn't go either for Beal.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive. I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
That doesn't go either for Beal.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Beal, the pass to Jones. And here is Marjanovic. It's Beal on the wing. He's guarded by Chandler. Shot clock at 5. Beal finds Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. Johnson against Jones. From deep three-point range.
Well, that's a committed defensive effort by Amir Johnson. This guy's got great mobility. He seems to be everywhere.
Up again. Goes up again. It's deflected. And here's Beal. 8 points for him. Rebound by the 76ers. Covington's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, Bradley Beal is turning himself into one of the elite two-way players in the NBA. Go back to 2017 when he becomes the youngest player in NBA history to make 700 career three-pointers. It happens to be the same season that he was voted into his first All-Star game, and his coach believes he should be one of the best defensive players on the perimeter in the NBA. Let's watch and see.
Here's McConnell following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Chandler, no good. Outside, Jones. Outside, Beal. Marjanovic down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Marjanovic, no good. And watching Beal now, much more assertive than when he first entered the league.
You know what, Kevin? The physical tools for Bradley Beal have always been there. He's got great size at the guard position. He's a knockdown shooter. He is a quiet leader, but an effective leader. And he's learning how to be the voice of a team. There is so much to like about Bradley Beal.
Now, here's Covington. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Beal. Yes! And the foul. That one on Jim.
Oh, what an ugly start to this quarter. Only 1 of 8 from the field.
Well, think about the Minnesota native Tyus Jones. His poise at the point guard spot is what stands out to me, guys. Here's a terrific IQ and an unbelievable sense for how to run a team. Tyus Jones, we're just getting the best of him now.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Sharge comes in for Wilson Chandler. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Smith. That one drops. He ties it up. And Tyus Jones, Doris, won a national championship at Duke. He was the outstanding player in the Final Four, but only the 24th pick in 2015. What caused him to slip?
Well, I think one of the questions you had was athletically, could he match up at the point guard position in today's NBA? But I think what you absolutely love about Tyus Jones, just as you stated, he won a national championship. This guy has been a winner. And I think his skill level, the intangibles, his ability to run a team, there's a lot to like about this young man's game.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, it was the sharp passing that led to that shot. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Sharge. The 76ers with another miss.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Here's Brown. Unable to get that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. Redick surveying the D. There's a minute left to play in the third. Back to McConnell. They need this. Minnesota with the rebound. H. Diop's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Jones drives in. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist from Jones. And that's now 6 points for Valanciunas. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sharge dishes to Redick. Minnesota with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And good that time. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The 19-foot shot misses the shot. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Timberwolves leading by 6. Taking a look at the 76ers. Robert Covington out there with Wilson Chandler. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Amir Johnson. And it's Smith in at the 2 guard. Now here's Marjanovic. That shot off the mark. Good D by Johnson. Covington wide open. He fires. No good with the triple.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Right side Rose, and there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 6-point lead.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
Here's Smith. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Inside, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
Look, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Now, here's McConnell. Covington kicks to McConnell. Chandler outside. It's stolen by Brown. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Knocks it loose. Chandler with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Banked in off the glass.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
Now here's Rose. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. That one drops for him.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
McConnell kicks to Smith. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Brown outside. Chandler with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Okogie covered by Smith. Kicks it to Brown. Beyond the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
You always got to D up on the perimeter. When you don't, this is what happens.
Timeout called the 76ers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Now, here's McConnell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Okogie, and he drops it in from the low post. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Covington passes to Johnson, to the paint. McConnell, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line, 76ers, T.J. McConnell. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and dones?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
The 76ers trail by 13. Johnson outside. Pass to Chandler. The rebound by Marjanovic. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
McConnell finds Covington. Smith outside. Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Rose. Chandler's shot, good.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Timberwolves. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points, and the Timberwolves call timing. A completely new group here for Philadelphia. Here's Jones. Down low. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Jones.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ball against Jones. Unloads from 13, and he hits the jump shot. And now it's up to 25 points for John Wall.
This is an important aspect of John Wall's overall skill set. That ability to be effective in the mid-range, important.
Inside, Tolliver, a beautiful reverse layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Redick dishes the Wall. The pass to Embiid. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 6th assist on the night.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Now here's Beal. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jones. Wall with some nice D. The 76ers trail by 14. Here's McCaw. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pulls it from the elbow. The shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Wall, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first one falls. Robert Covington's checked in for Philadelphia. And so Wall nails both of them.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Beal. Down low. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Listen, Beal could have taken that shot, but the court vision's so good that he sees a chance to get his guy a better look.
The 76ers trail by 14. Outside, Wall. And he comes up with the deuce. Wall's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And even with the height disadvantage, he finds a way to convert.
Boy, you got to appreciate how confident he was in that instance. He doesn't allow the taller defender to stop him. He's saying, I'll take you on right now.
Tolliver at balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. Philadelphia has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wall. Embiid controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Jones. Wiggins outside. Shoots over Embiid. And Embiid with the block. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
But, Kevin, when Valanciunas forces the issue like that, he is really tough to handle. He does a good job drawing contact.
Shooting two.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Kevin, you know this. There's a long history of great players coming out of Lithuania, and Valanciunas right there with the best of them. Remember, back in 2012, this guy was the MVP of the Lithuanian Basketball League.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 13. To the middle. Here's Saric. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Redick against Beal. And he connects with the jumper.
And everyone understands what a healthy Bradley Beal can mean to this team. This guy's a terrific shot maker.
Wall against Jones. Offensive rebound. Poke loose. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And they get it back. Just 5 on the clock. Saric trying to break free. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. That's now 32 points for Wall. Timberwolves leading by 12. Outside Beal. Back to Jones. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And the Timberwolves call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Boban Marjanovic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Wiggins. It's Beal on the wing, covered by Redick. Shot clock at 6.
And the shooting percentage, it's taken a dip in this second half.
Covington against Wiggins. A second chance effort. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Wall. Charity stripe shot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Beal. He kicks to Wiggins. Knocked loose. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. Outside Wall. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Rose against Wall. Now the pass to Bates Diop. Now here's Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Embiid. No good from Valanciunas.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
That's a head scratch. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Connects from 3-point range.
Nice shot, squaring up from long range, drilling the 3. That'll put some pressure on you.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside Beal. They need this one. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, this guy has become better and better at recognizing when to take it strong inside. Bradley Beal's athleticism makes him a tough cover.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 9. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Saric passes to Wall. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
A huge mistake, letting him establish that kind of position down low.
That's going in every time. Shocking that they let him get so comfortable down there.
Now here's Rose. Outside Beal. Over Redick. 6 on the shot clock. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Timberwolves. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Redick against Beal. And so Minnesota takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions. So I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.